Paul Pierce in the fourth.
Rose double. Miller. With the shot clock at 9, Miller setting the screen on Rondo. Rose on the mismatch over Davis. Rebound by Paul Pierce, number 7. Rose is 3 of 9. Screen by Pierce. Switch on defense. Salmon's now going on Allen. Ray Allen with the left hand puts it up and in. He has come alive here in the third quarter. Ray Allen's got 18 for the game and 16 in the quarter.
Now sometimes you just got to stay with it. That wasn't pretty. He fumbled the ball, found it, and threw it in with his left hand.
Salmon's guarded by Allen, bumped by Davis. He slithers inside. He's got, in the game, 13 points, 5 of 13 from the floor.
He's more mobile tonight, too. He's been struggling with a groin injury, something that he's played through. It's not going to get any better till he rests it. But I think that cold start the other day, he never really got into that game.
Good shooting by the Celtics here in this third quarter. Over Salmons, it's Pierce. Picked up by Noah, 3-on-1. Salmons behind the back and works into Allen. The Celtics had a foul to give with 40.1 to play here in the third. Ray Allen picks up his third personal foul. As you take a look at the starters and what they've done in the previous 2 quarters.
Kevin, I don't know how many times you talk about when your point guard gets down on that baseline, is where Rondo is a lot. He sneaks around on that baseline. He gets in the corner opposite there. You can't double team off of him. Paul Pierce, when he took that shot, only Ray Allen was back. 3-on-1 break. He had to take the foul. Now, a big part of the Celtics is they're going to the board. Their big advantage is their offensive rebounding. But again, somebody's got to get back and protect. It can't be these breaks for the Chicago Bulls. That's when they had their little run in the second quarter.
Tyrus Thomas comes in for Noah. Lindsey Hunter will come in for Rose. Hunter, Gordon, Salmons, Thomas, and Miller. That's the Chicago 5. We got young players in the floor. We also have a rookie head coach in Vinny Del Negro. First time that he has coached in the playoffs.
Now, Vinny's done a nice job growing into his spot this year. To start the year, I talked to him a lot this summer, and you could see his staff, Del Harris, Bernie Bickerstaff, tremendous experience there. Pete Myers has been a long-time Chicago Bull. Bobby Osika, Mike Wilhelm, all these assistant coaches who have been around. They know this league so well, and you know what's happened is Vinny is growing on the job. You can see his confidence. There's a real trust that his team has in him now, and they're playing their best basketball of the year at the right time.
Moore has come in for Perkins for Boston. It's Rondo. Davis late closed by Miller. Wow, how about that? As Davis is going 11 of 19, Doug, with 22 to lead Boston
now
tonight.
Quick 2-for-1 possession there.
Difference of 4 seconds, game clock and shot clock. You're on it. Hunter with the ball, no fouls to give. Gordon doubled with Davis and Allen. Screen by Hunter. Rondo goes on Gordon. Pierce goes on Salmon. Shot clock was buzzing. 3.5 seconds remaining now. That shot clock violation.
That violation really helps Boston. Now they can get a play set. Before they were going to have to go on the run, maybe get something thrown at the basket. Now I'm sure Doc Rivers and his staff have worked in many situations. They can also get Eddie House in, dead ball, get another 3-point shooter in, get all your shooters on the floor. And keep your eye on Paul Pierce. A lot of times they like to throw this ball to him right about the free throw line and let him go to work.
House for Moore, Marbury for Davis, the 2 substitutions by Boston. Here comes Linton Johnson in for Miller for Chicago. 5.2, they put added time on that third quarter clock. Rondo picked up by Hunter. Look at the speed of Rondo. Bad wheel and all rejected by Thomas. Another block. He's got 5 block shots for Chicago tonight. And in that third quarter, Ben Gordon put in 10, but Ray Allen came alive. He gets 16 points. Chicago leads the series 1-0. The defending champs on top, 88-86 on TNT at the end of 3.
Game right now. Ray Allen is getting a rest. And so you've got Eddie House out now with Paul Pierce and Rondo. You heard him say he can't take Rondo off the floor. It's Paul Pierce's fourth quarter. And, you know, Kev, you don't want to be over dramatic because obviously if the Celtics lose this game, there's still plenty of time in this series. But 0-2 going to Chicago is big right now. So this is a big 12 minutes for the defending world champions.
Heinrich has come in to start this fourth quarter. Miller had it. It was knocked away. House may have gotten a hand on it, and Perkins brings it in. Turnover number 9 for Chicago. See the bench tonight for the Boston Celtics. Pierce driving by Celtics right to the rack and rejected. That's the 6th block shot for Tyrus Thomas tonight for the Chicago Bulls. Shot clock is down to 7. It's Pierce picked up by Salmons. Doubled by Miller. Uncovered Davis. Late close by Thomas. House. Rondo. Perkins. Miller's on Perk. Kendrick Perkins, Doug, has put in 12, 5 of 7.
See, Perkins is worried about getting his shot blocked with either Noah or Tyrus Thomas. He knows Miller can't block that. Take your time, and you can get that shot whenever you want it.
It's Gordon over House for 3. Rebounded by Davis, who cleans that up well. He's got 7 rebounds. House. Here's a screen. Gordon is on Pierce.
He's backed him down and shoot over him.
Salmons has gone across the way on House, so they got the switch on defense. Paul Pierce, who called it, Doug. He's got 16. Heinrich gets a Miller screen. Rondo on it. Heinrich exploits the defense of Perkins. Knocked away by Rondo with the steal. Ahead to House. The official got in the way. Down he goes. And the ball out of bounds.
You love Rondo's energy. Great steal. There was nothing there. Paul Pierce was trailing him. Had he held that, Paul Pierce was trying to yell at him and get his attention. He could have turned and flipped it around, but the emotion of the game, he tried to find Eddie House in the transition, and that ball just skipped on him away from the receiver.
Rondo only his 2nd turnover in the 72 minutes of this series. Here's Thomas, late close by Davis. Thomas has hit 2 long shots. He's gone hit his last 2, Doug. He is 2 of 6 for 6 points.
How good is his mid-range shooting right now? He's turned into a pretty good catch-and-shoot player.
We'll show that in game 1, as you talked about earlier, in overtime.
He had 3 big baskets in overtime.
They trapped Pierce. They've done that more tonight. Heinrich, causing Perkins problems, knocks it away. Salmons into Pierce at the other end. Oh, Salmons puts in a beauty on the fly. 17 points. 1-point game just like that.
Every time the Celtics turn that ball over, Chicago is really capitalizing.
Screen by Perkins. It opens the door for Pierce, driving into Thomas. And Thomas collects the rebound, his 3rd.
Well, Paul Pierce looks tired.
Salmons over Perkins for 3. A shove underneath and away from the ball with the whistle blew with 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. 9:03 right now. House picks up number 2.
Now, Doc Rivers might have to buy Paul Pierce about a minute and a half here. That last play he made, he just sort of flipped that ball at the basket. There was no strength in that finish. So he might have to get Ray Allen in the game and give Paul Pierce just a little bit of a break. We'll have to see. But right now, there's a thing called trust. And Doc Rivers knows right now he's in a fist fight, and he wants his best players on the floor, maybe even if they're a little fatigued.
Salmons picked up by Pierce. Miller picked up by Davis. Miller the screen. Salmons over Perkins with the block shot for the Boston Celtics. And a foul. A subsequent foul. And a timeout taken with 8:50 to play in the 4th quarter. That's the first foul called on Chicago's John Salmons.
See, Salmons, he makes Pierce work on both ends of the floor. That's what I talked about,
Good
sometimes
point.
Wearing guys down. We'll see if that takes its toll here in the last few minutes.
And the Boston Celtics are on top of Chicago by that single digit. We've had 10 lead changes in the game. Time now for the Marines teamwork plays of the game, turned in by Tyrus Thomas. Doug, 6 block shots, 1 shy of tying a franchise record for blocks in a playoff game. Artis Gilmore had 7.
Remember now, in the first quarter, they had 4 of those blocks that the Celtics picked up and laid back in the basket. That has not happened here in this second half. So Ray Allen now is back in the game, and Eddie House is out there, Rondo, and he did give Paul Pierce a break. I think Doc Rivers saw exactly what I saw. and Paul Pierce was tiring. You got a 1-point lead. Can you maybe buy 2 minutes and then get back out there? So it's going to be important now for this Boston bench to hold the fort with Paul Pierce resting.